I'm Dr. Dale White, your Fort Worth chiropractor. We've got 2 clinics in Fort Worth. My son Don and his wife Val practice with us, and also Dr. Sykes at our other location. I'm down here visiting Dr. Greg Johnson today because he's the master of YouTube chiropractic videos.
Well,
and I wanted to come and see him, and we just traded out. He just adjusted me, and now I'm going to adjust him.
my turn.
So, anything bothering you specifically?
We practice what we preach. Yeah, the TMA.
The TMA, yeah, they're bothering me too.
That's a pain in my ass.
They've been bothering me for, 40 years.
Yeah,
They've been
yeah,
bothering
that's
me
right.
for 40 years.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can make that go away someday.
Yeah.
We're working on it, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
That's what we're trying
continually.
to do.
That's
Exactly.
right. That's what this documentary is all about, is telling the public in the state of Texas what's really happening with healthcare in the state of Texas.
That's right, because they're not going to get it from the media or newspapers because it's not a big enough story to them.
Right.
Evidently.
Right.
we wish it would be, and it should be.
Right.
All right, let's check you out here. You
Okay.
got a little bit of a high left shoulder.
Yep.
Same thing with your left hip. Let's go ahead and lay down here.
Okay.
Okay. Now the bar loads it, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is
These bottom buttons here, load the piece. So this is the pelvic piece now.
okay. This is a new table that I don't use, but Dr. Johnson does. And since I'm in his place, we're going to use it.
This
Have you got it loaded? There, you loaded it for me.
Mhm.
Perfect. It's pretty good when I get some help like that.
Yeah.
I like it. Okay, here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, there we go. Okay. Now what I practice is Johnstead chiropractic, which Dr. Johnson does a lot of also. And I do a little diversified throwdown, and that's how we do it. Okay, right hip feels a little better. Let's check your leg left now. It's fine. Your legs are
Legs
equal.
even
Are they
now?
usually equal?
No, but I just got an adjustment yesterday.
Oh, well,
That helps.
That definitely helps. One more time.
You can use that stuff to drop it if you want to. You don't have to pop
No,
the teeth.
that's okay. One more. There we go.
If you want to use the chair, you're welcome to do that.
Yeah, I probably will use the chair. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna move this
Okay.
cervical chair over here for you. Right here, we can use it. This is called a Johnstead cervical chair.
You got enough room?
Yep. Doing some patient palpation here is what that's called. Now we're gonna adjust.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now let's let this go. Tell him chin up, chin up.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, very good.
Excellent.
Very good. Now that's how we get the cervical curve back in that's been taken out.
How
Okay.
do you spell relief? I spell it crack.
There you go, crack. Let's go ahead and go over here. We're gonna get on the inertial extensorizer.
Yep.
I'm gonna do a,
See, Dr. White knows how to do this full spine decompression as well. You're doing this up in your office too, aren't you?
yes, I am. I've been doing this for, I don't know.
As long as
30
we've
years,
known each
maybe?
other, right?
Maybe
Because
30.
we learned it together.
Yeah, we did.
You can get
Too
me in
much?
there- No, you can get me in there tight. That's
Okay,
it.
all right, good.
I'm gonna bring my legs
All
up.
right, bring your legs up. Wish we could find new tables like this.
Well, we're getting ready to have some new ones.
Are you? You working on
Well,
it?
yeah.
Good.
My engineers are still working on my
Because-
first prototype.
Because they haven't made these in at least 30 years.
Right.
And it's hard to find them when yours breaks. You can't
Mhm.
get parts. Okay, now let's relax. One more. Oh, very good. Very good.
All right.
Okay, now just relax. Good.
Yep.
One more. One more.
I think we got all those on the
I think
chair.
we got it.
Yep.
There we go. Now we can let you escape here.
Okay. Good
Lower
job.
your legs.
You know, I can feel the blood flowing down into my legs now after that adjustment. You know what a lot of people don't really understand too is that when we adjust the biomechanical configuration of the spine, we actually allow the nervous system to function at a higher level of efficiency as well as the vasculature. So we're affecting a number of other systems when we deliver the chiropractic adjustment, wouldn't you say?
We are. But you know, as usual, mainly we're working on the biomechanical system and
Of the spine,
system of the body. Yeah.
All right. But that influences a lot of other
It
systems.
influences a lot of things.
So it improves your health. Chiropractic's really not just about cracking your neck or cracking your back. It's a healthcare lifestyle. Just like eating right's a healthcare lifestyle, working out's a healthcare lifestyle. Chiropractic's really a healthy choice healthcare lifestyle. Wouldn't you agree?
Exactly. If you want to take care of yourself naturally, chiropractic is your choice of treatment. You know, the whole world's going that way. You can see it. Just the advent of whole food grocery stores tells you that. People, there's a big enough market that people want to eat well. They want organically grown fruits and vegetables, etc.
Well, and they're tired of all the bad effects of all these narcotic medications too, like opioids. There's over 45 people a day that die of opioid addiction, according to the CDC. You know, that's a day, every single day. There's not a chiropractic adjustment in the U.S. that kills anybody in one day.
No. And what happens is, and of course,
and yet they call us quacks.
Exactly. And everybody knows somebody that has a friend, a relative, an acquaintance that's got hooked on opioids, and has, you know, passed away, etc.
Yeah, and that's why it's become such a huge issue, not only in Texas, but in Washington, D.C. and the nation now, is the opioid crisis, they're calling it.
Correct.
Because it's gotten out of hand. And just these pill factories are just giving these opioids out to people like candy, and people are dying of that.
Well, and the legislation that's surfaced in Washington, and none of it's a done deal yet, but the legislation to address that surfaced is including chiropractic care. It's including acupuncture.
That should be
physical therapy for pain
resource.
Instead of that. Should definitely be that. Now, you know, there is a case for pain pills under certain instances. For instance,
a soldier wounded in the war.
Exactly. I had a knee replacement. I could not have done rehab without pain medication because it just hurts too bad and you can't.
Right.
But you've got to control it, when you take it, how you take it. And you know,
we as chiropractors don't prescribe medication or advise patients on the taking or non-taking of medication. We leave that to the MDs.
That's the medical doctor, the doctor that prescribed it. But you know, in the past they were prescribing 160 pills at a time, which is crazy. You know.
Yeah. Well, people could overdose in one day.
Yes, they could. But you know, no more than a month's supply should ever be prescribed, and something like that, and that's in very rare instances. And I believe that everybody's realizing that it's heading that direction. But we are the alternative. If you have pain, go see your chiropractor.
Yeah. And you know, again, chiropractic is a healthy lifestyle choice, and it should be your choice. That's why we're doing this documentary, to bring to light to the citizens of the state of Texas that their right to receive chiropractic care first is being threatened by the TMA here in Texas through lawsuits in Austin. And that's why we're doing this documentary, is to educate the public on what's happening in healthcare in the state of Texas. You know, we don't want people to lose their right to call us up and come into our clinics and see us first, if that's what their choice is.
Correct.
We're not making anybody come see us, or we're not forcing them to have to come see us. But they should have the right and freedom of choice to come see us first.
Exactly. And another big point is if they come to see us first, if they have a problem that we can't handle,
that needs
we
medical,
will immediately refer them in.
Right.
Immediately. It doesn't work the other way in many cases.
Right.
Where they should, if they go see their primary care doctor, instead of giving them pain pills, instead of giving them muscle relaxers, they should refer them to a chiropractor. Especially since the vast majority of research shows that we're the best treatment for that, especially low back pain.
Right. And that's all documented in the scientific research that's available up to this point in time.
Exactly.
Now, there's really more research that needs to be done on chiropractic care, but unfortunately, a lot of these medical universities and hospitals are reluctant to do research on chiropractic because we don't refer or admit patients to their hospital and perform surgeries. So they don't want to really prove that chiropractic is more beneficial than epidural steroid injections, for instance, or surgeries.
Well, it comes down to money.
Because it all boils down to money in the end. And they really, because I called a couple of these big major universities trying to get research done on these specific techniques on lumbar herniated disc with radiculopathy, sciatica.
Yes.
And they go, well, why would we want to prove that chiropractic works better than medicine? You don't refer us patients into our hospital. You don't admit patients into our hospitals. So, you know, we've been fighting an uphill battle for years and years, but the pendulum is swinging. There's a big paradigm shift in people's thinking now, because many people across this country, and especially here in Texas, want to find a natural, wholesome approach to their healthcare as opposed to a medicinal approach to their healthcare. Wouldn't you agree?
I agree with that completely. I also think that you can add to that most people want to fix the cause of the problem,
right,
and not mask the symptoms of the problem.
Which is what medication's doing, is masking the symptoms, not treating the underlying cause. That's
exactly
right. Yep. Well, I want to thank you for coming all the way down here to Houston and
Thank
participating in this documentary, and thank you for the great adjustment. We stick together as Texas chiropractors. We always have, and we always will, and we hope to gain your support by you participating in calling your legislators, your senators, and your representatives, and telling them to support chiropractic legislation for their freedom, your freedom of rights to choose chiropractic first.
Exactly.
Is there anything you'd like to add to that?
No, I think that was the perfect thing to do. When something like this comes up in the Texas legislature, they go into session in about 3 weeks, 4 weeks, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
When that happens, we're sure, because there always is, some legislation that the Texas Medical Association will try to move through the legislature to restrict your rights. When that happens, I'm sure Dr. Johnson will let you know on his YouTube channel. I'll do the same thing. And we would ask you at that time to call your legislators and let them know how you feel.
Yeah, because, you know, the legislators are going to listen to their constituents a whole lot more than they're going to listen to us as chiropractors, exactly, because they see us as trying to improve our own agenda, as where you, being their constituents, have much more of a power to influence your legislator, because he actually is there because you voted him or her into office.
And you can vote them out.
And you can vote them out. So you're their constituents. You really are the ones with the power. And we are asking your help as Texas chiropractors to keep evolving and leading the healthcare profession and evolution in the state of Texas. We thank you for watching. This is your Houston chiropractor and your Fort Worth chiropractor, Dr. Gregory Johnson and Dr. Dale White, coming to you from Advanced Chiropractic Relief in Houston, Texas. And we'll see y'all soon.